Hey, what up, guys? Coming to you today with the weekend preview for Saturday, January 18th. We got two different cards coming at you that day. We're going to kick it off with the card that starts first. It's going to be, we're just talking about the main event on ESPN+. The rest of the card, not too much going on, nothing that is worth talking about at least. And the main event's going to see former WBO light heavyweight champion Eleider Alvarez. He's the guy that knocked out Sergey Kovalev. Is returning to the ring following the rematch and losing to Kovalev, losing the title back to Kovalev when he takes on veteran Michael Seals. Alvarez is coming in this one. Like I said, it's going to be pretty much almost a year layoff since he rematched with Kovalev last February and lost the WBO title back to him. Alvarez is just trying to get right back in the mix of things. He's with Top Rank, and he's trying to, like I said, get back in the mix and prove that he's still one of the top fighters at 175. I don't think he should have issues with Michael Seals. Michael Seals is a game veteran, but I think Alvarez should pretty much outwork and outclass Seals. I see a middle to later round stoppage, possibly. It could go to a unanimous decision, but Alvarez, if he's still the same guy, which he is very talented, he can pull this one off, and he should, and walk away with the win and move forward. And now I'm hearing that Bob Arum came out earlier today and said that he wants to match up the winner of Alvarez and Seals against Joe Smith, who just beat Jesse Hart. That's what he wants to do. So that would be a big deal. Alvarez looks like his year could be tied up facing top-level competition as he's trying to get back in the mix for another crack at a world title. So we'll see what happens. But that's on ESPN Plus, and that's on at about 6 o'clock on Saturday night. Now let's move on to the other card, which is on Fox. That will take place at 7. There's two fights worth talking about. We'll start off with the co-feature. That's going to be for the vacant WBA interim super featherweight title. That's 130 pounds. As it's going to see undefeated rising prospect Chris Colbert as he takes on former world champion Jezreel Corrales. This is an interesting matchup right here. Colbert could put himself into the top 10 with a win, and Corrales could put himself back into the top 10 with a win. Last year, Corrales fought to a controversial draw against another guy. Colbert, like I said, this is his biggest opportunity right here against Corrales. And we're going to see if he can pass this test. It should be an interesting fight. I haven't seen Colbert fight yet, but he's got, like I said, he's undefeated and he's on the rise. Corrales always struggled at 130, and I don't think that's going to be any different in this one. I got Colbert winning this one by a decision, possibly a late round stoppage. I wouldn't be surprised if Corrales pulls off the win, but he always struggled with the weight at 130, especially at the end when he got knocked out against Alberto Machado a couple years back. And I just think Colbert, he's younger, he's fresher. I think he's going to get the win here and become the WBA interim super featherweight champ and throw himself into the mix. And then the main event on Saturday night is going to be for the unified WBA and IBF Super Welterweight World Championship. That's 154 pounds as it sees Julian J. Rock Williams make the first defense of his belts against little-known Jason Rosario. Williams is coming off of that monster win last year when he upset Jarrett Hurd to capture the unified championship, and now he's looking at possibly unifying more belts against undefeated Jermell Charlo, or just bigger options, possibly a rematch with Hurd. He has a lot of options if he pulls off the win over Rosario. Rosario's not too well known, but he's coming in here. I think he's coming in here kind of a live underdog because this is J-Rock's first big moment since the win, and now he's on the A side for the first time in his career, and we're going to see if he can handle that pressure. I think he's going to handle it. I got him winning by a middle to later round stoppage, possibly a decision, and he will retain his unified titles and push forward towards something bigger later in the year. So hopefully we'll see what goes down. Shouldn't be too bad of a night of boxing. Again, I'm picking Alvarez over Michael Seals on ESPN+. Then I'm taking Colbert over Jezreel Corrales. And I'm taking J. Rock Williams over Jason Rosario on ESPN. I mean, on Fox. So make sure you're checking it out. Should be a decent night of boxing. Saturday, January 18th, Fox and ESPN Plus. All right, guys. True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.